Hi guys, welcome back to my videos. Thank you so much for joining us on this glorious Sunday morning. This was a video I wanted to do, get it all done big time. So I made my list and I really wanted to stick to it because I also didn't want to overdo it. I tend to commit to too much, or I see other little jobs along the way. And I did fall the trap of doing that a couple of times in this video, but it wasn't too bad. They were only little things. So I just wanted to change Tom's doona. He'd had the same one on all through Christmas, and I'd washed it a couple of times in that time, but I was really just needing a fresh, a new look in his room. I picked up this yellow and white striped one that was really a lovely, happy design, I thought. He's already told me this morning that he doesn't like it on his bed and he wants his green one back. But that's a little too bad because it's on there now. I really love clean and fresh bed linen. I really think that, a bed made clean, tidy, wrinkle-free makes the whole room look better. So the rest of Tom's room was not tidy, but it wasn't too bad. So I wasn't going to tackle it today. I just wanted to do his bed. But yeah, so I bought that yellow and white striped doona cover at an op shop for, wait for it, $3 for the set. So yeah, I can't tell you where it came from, but it's a lovely little single doona cover set. Getting the washing away and putting it back in the cupboards is not my strong suit. I do have to commit to it. It doesn't take long when I actually do it. And I love doing my sort where I just sort into the categories. So shorts, shirts, jocks, socks, and anything hanging up. So they're my categories that I sort of throw them into, which is what you see me do in other videos as well. I actually don't like putting my clothes away, which is kind of strange, but it's because I have to face my wardrobe. And I always think I have too many clothes and they're not the right clothes. So I actually prefer putting away Drew's and Tom's clothes, Drew's in particular, because he doesn't have that many and they all kind of look the same, like blue, black and grey shirts. And then his work shirt. So I actually find his clothes really quite satisfying to put away. And I've seen it through the whole process of being dirty and needing a wash to hanging on the line, getting it off, and then putting them away. So I actually get a lot of satisfaction out of doing his washing. Naturally, it annoys me sometimes that he doesn't put his own washing away, but I actually get more out of it. It's not important to him. He would just scoop them off the bed and put them on the floor if it was up to him. So I actually prefer it, and it makes our room and ensuite and walk-in robe so much tidier and cleaner since we got our new wardrobes. So that's how I like to keep it as well. But there's a lot of things in my Get It All Done video. Actually, this is a funny bit. Drew had put a hole in his shorts. So I had a little giggle at that. You couldn't see my face when I showed you the shorts, but he had ripped them. And that was another pair of shorts down. So, and that's another wrinkle-free bed. So that's nice. I actually don't even like the doona lines that turn up in your doona. So that's something I just have to deal with. But I just prefer things being as wrinkle-free as possible. But I don't really want to commit to the physical act of ironing doona covers. I've done that before when we were selling our old house, and it was a mammoth task. So I'd prefer not to do that on an everyday basis or even every month because, yeah, it's a lot. It's just too much. So especially for a Super King, which is what we have, yeah, it's a big bed. So yeah, I wasn't going to be doing that. Yeah, obviously the kitchen is the hub of our home. The kitchen I really like, but I've got a video that I really want to show you of what it was like before. So the white counters and the green duck egg blue, actually, cabinetry with the gold handles, that's us. We've done that since we've moved in. It was a timber stain. The whole kitchen was a timber, like a real orangey, darker timber. Yeah, it just really made the whole kitchen area and living spaces very dark. So I really wanted fresh colours. I was very conscious of the white tiles as the flooring because we weren't going to be changing them anytime soon. There are a couple of cracked tiles, but we had them professionally cleaned when we moved in to clean all the grout. So I'm really glad we did that. But over the coming weeks, I really want to put the video up. The videos, they're only short little snippet videos of getting it resurfaced and painted. So I'll share that with you in the coming weeks as well. So yeah, I do love my Method pink spray. I try to use a lot of DIY cleaning products. I'll show you them sometime. Honestly, bicarb, dishwashing liquid, and then hot water vinegar is what I use. But you will see me use my Method. I've picked that up from other YouTube mums over the time. I've been watching YouTube mums for maybe 4 or 5 years now, the time that I've had our son, because I am a lazy house keeper. Before I had my son, it was not important to have a tidy house. I saw the value in it, but I also had busy full-time jobs where I used to travel a lot, and it just always got put on the back burner. It was never a priority. So I started watching the other YouTube mums to get motivation to clean my sink, to do the laundry. And it really did motivate me. I was surprised. And so that's what I've been doing for the last 4 or 5 years. And I love watching other people still. I have a couple of my favorites, but I'll be happy to talk about in another video. But one of the ones that I always look back at is Emily Norris and Living with Cambria. I've been watching them both for a long time now, and I love seeing their journey, both from Emily Norris's old house to their new house now, and also for Living with Cambria before she had Freya. So I love seeing that, and yeah, seeing what's going on with them. And I hope you guys are enjoying my type of videos as well. So it's nice to see how other people do things. And if there's a couple of little tips and tricks that you pick up along the way, or you just get that motivation from their style or what they do to offer that to you, I think that that's all that matters. I've had a few comments from friends and family saying, "Are you kidding me? Other women are watching other women around the world clean their house." And I'm like, yeah, that's exactly what they're doing. That's what I am doing. I really enjoy it. Honestly, I don't last long anymore. I will sit down, I'll put it on my phone or TV and stream something, and definitely within 5 minutes, sometimes even less, I'll be up and I'll be cleaning with them. And then I'll pause it and I'll come back, go and do something, come back, watch a bit more, get another sort of bit of energy, and then get something else done. So yeah, I really value that, because I've turned into, I think, quite a good housekeeper now. It's taken practice. I didn't know automatically what to do, being a new mum nearly 5 years ago. So I had to learn how to do that and how to keep a house. And I was lucky to learn that on a small house, which was our last house. And I'm glad that I did that there, because it was very small to maintain. This place is much bigger, but I've definitely got my own patterns and processes now of what I want to do and how I like to keep things. And that's what I hope to share with you guys. Okay, so I've done the lounge room and now I'm moving the dinner set to the kitchen. So this dinner set is was my grandmother's. She passed away, can't believe it, but 7 years ago now. And she was my mum's mum. We were very close with her. We had very lovely relationship with her. All of my brother and sisters and my cousins, we all loved grandma. And when we were going through her things, nobody wanted the dinner set. And I was just really shocked. I was like, wow, this has got so many memories for me. We used to go to grandma's on a Sunday night, and for Christmas and any special occasion, we would all be together and we'd be using that dinner set, squeezing in around grandma's dining room table, which I actually have the dining room table as well, which I'll show you another time. But yeah, so I moved, when we were getting the kitchen done, I moved the dinner set into the bedroom. And now I just wanted to move it back to where it belongs, because when we do have visitors over, I do actually tend to use this dinner set. I want to share it with other people as well, just because it's special to me. And yeah, it means a lot. So I love using grandma's dinner set. And yeah, it's just, I know lots of people have this pattern. I've seen it in a lot of videos. I've seen the red version of it as well, which is really beautiful. And that's on another one I watch, which is called Farmhouse on Boone. And yeah, she's got some red pieces, which they look really beautiful in their country home. So that's a really good video to watch as well. And yeah, this is just a job I had to do. And I was sick of looking at it in our bedroom because it didn't belong there. So yeah, now it's back where it belongs. Okay, so the floors. I cheated a little bit with the floors. They're big. It's a big space. Well, it's a big space to me. It's probably not a big space to a lot of you because you might have gigantic homes, but it's a big space to me. And I was already getting tired. So it it takes a lot to do these floors. If I'm going to vacuum, mop with the detergent, and then remop a second time with hot water, as hot as I can get it to take the detergent off the tiles. So that was something that the professional tile and grout cleaner told us when he had finished our house. And that was probably the best piece of advice that I've ever got in terms of maintaining tiles. I used to have a steam mop. In our old house, we just had carpet throughout, only tiles in our very small bathroom, and then timber polished floors in the kitchen. So we didn't have tiles. And I used to just steam the kitchen and the bathroom. But it died during the process of us moving house because I was using it so much when we were doing open homes and we were getting the house ready for photos and the videographer and stuff. So it died. And I've not had it in this house at all. And I thought I was really going to miss it, but I actually haven't, because once that guy told us that tip, I've just been like, okay, well, it's kind of like the detergent is the scrubber and the cleaner to get all the dirt and grime off. And these floors do get dirty. They're a polished tile. As you can see, they're really reflective and they're lovely. They look really nice. I actually have grown to really like them. I wasn't sure about them at first, but I do really like them because when they are clean, they look fantastic and that's really satisfying. But because they're white, they definitely do show up any little splotches and little bits and bobs along the way. So yeah, but what do you do? That's just what we're with, what we've got in this house, and that's what we've got to work with. So yeah, but it does take a lot. So going from the dining area to the kitchen to now this casual lounge room, it's a lot of space. We only have a stick vacuum at the moment. We do have a RoboVac, a Samsung one that Drew bought me years ago, but it's on the blink and I would really love it to work in this house. So we've used it a few times, but it just doesn't seem to work as well in mapping out the rooms, and it's always running into stuff. And it's years old. Like, I've probably had it like 7 years or something. So yeah, we probably do need to replace it. But yeah, I do get tired with doing these floors because I have to go over them 3 times: the vacuum, the detergent mop, and then the hot water mop. So yeah, it takes a little bit. And it was getting hot today while I was in the process of doing this checklist. That was a dead moth. He'd only been there about a day, but when I moved the couch the day before, I was like, ooh, that's a big moth. So I knew he was there. I knew I'd have to get him out today. So we do have a lot of critters in this house. I am still getting used to them. Moths, hornets, constantly trying to find somewhere to make a nest, usually on our doors and windows. There are mice. There are mice around. We do see mice droppings from time to time in our house. We do have traps out. There's not a great deal we can actually do about it. That's just the area. That's kind of comes hand in hand with country living. There are going to be critters, but being a city girl, I am still getting used to it. Frogs, I actually squished a frog by accident in one of our sliding doors this week. Poor little froggy. I did not see him at all. He was okay. He got out the way, but yeah, I still felt bad. Look at that vacuum. It was so full, it stopped working on me. So yeah, that had to go, and I didn't realize how full that bin was. So again, this was one of the little extra jobs that comes up along the way that kind of slows down. It's not on the list. I actually gave Tom a job. He has a job every week to take the recycling out. And yeah, it just sort of smelt in this region. So I thought, I might just pick up what I can. It didn't look that dirty on the camera, that area, but wait till you see the clean wipe. Ew. And that it did actually smell. So I was thinking there's just like drips and drubs from like the milk containers or something like that on the tiles or whatever it happens to be, but it actually felt good to get in and get that out. So I took out the recycling and the rubbish, and that was all nice and clean. So that felt good to get that little job done. So the laundry floor, I was starting to run out of video space here, so apologies. Yeah, the night before we'd had a big storm and I had to race out and get the cats in. So we have them out in a pen, and most of the time they like it, but Nixie came straight in and she wet on the floor pretty much as soon as we brought her inside. So I knew that was going to be messy this morning and I'd have to clean it up. So I'm just using antibacterial wipes around the area in particular that she wet, and it just smells. Obviously, if anyone's got cats, they just know that cat wee smells. So I wanted to get in. I've cut short some of this video and you'll see the after pictures now. The floor came up so nicely with disinfectant, and I got my morning tea break and I got to tick off my list. So this was a great get it all done video, and I thank you guys so much for joining me. I really enjoyed doing this. I am pooped, but I'm so glad I got it done. So thank you very much for watching today, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your weekend, and I'll see you in the next one.